In the shadows lurk the fate. Gears are grinding, sealing hate. Reclaim the land with iron hands. Through these fields of battered sands. Pulsing veins of oil and steel. Synthetic blood you cannot feel. March together in the night. Echoes scream of the endless fight. Rise from metal graves so cold. Stories of the battle's bold. Glorious in the clean light. Swords reflect our primal plight. Attack helicopter, soy built to fight. Double sword of the beetle helic might. Sift through the air to pick off infantry. Take down the psychotis with gallantry. Strengthening our troops with machine gun fire. Double sword ascends small but to the pyre. Break swords, crushes foes into small steel scraps. Set this way and that to avoid their traps. Attack with speed, fight double sword. Keep our enemies far from our borders. Enter the helic army call order. Make them fear us, beetles or the rotor. The Death Star looms, but he's not your mark. Sink the smaller swords and crush like the spark. Stag beetle double sword do not fail. Spread terror with your machine gun hell. A news on war comes to Planet T now. 43 years on the gallows, pow pow. With those enemy bastards, they bring the war. Show them double sorter we have in store. Attack with speed and fight double sorter. Keep our enemies far from our borders. Enter the helic army call order. Make them fear us, beetles or the rotor. Attack with speed and fight double sorter. Keep our enemies far from our borders. Enter the helic army call order. Make them fear us, beetles or the rotor. Psychotis returns in the Gylo strong. A terror to our ground forces, it's wrong. Show them